Okay, science. So we have been talking about photosynthesis and cellular respiration. We have done a little bit of work on that. We're going to continue on with that for the remainder of this week. So just as a little bit of a reminder, refresher that cellular respiration and photosynthesis actually go hand in hand. Photosynthesis takes place in plants, takes place in the organelle called the chloroplast. This is where the plant absorbs carbon dioxide, CO2, through the stomata in the bottom of the leaves, absorbs water, H2O, through the root system of the plant, um, takes those into the chloroplast. There's a pigmentation inside the chloroplast called chlorophyll, which helps the plant absorb energy from the sun. It's a endothermic reaction. It's absorbing the energy, so it's endothermic. Inside the chloroplast, a chemical reaction takes place, and the products from the reaction are glucose, C6H12O6, and oxygen, O2. Now, if you remember from the discussions that for photosynthesis to take place, we need 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, CO2, plus 6 molecules of water, H2O. That, combined with the energy from the sun, gives us 1 molecule of C6H12O6 and 6 molecules of oxygen, O2. So the plant is an autotroph. It is making food for itself. It's not necessarily making it for our consumption, but we do benefit from that in that the plant stores excess glucose in the cellulose of the plant for use when photosynthesis is not taking place, such as dark, stormy days, when nighttime, shorter days during the winter, and so on like that. So it has an abundance of glucose that we are able to harvest as animals, but is actually making the glucose and the oxygen for itself. So that is photosynthesis wrapped up really quick and easily. So then cellular respiration takes place not only in animal cells, but also takes place in plant cells. It takes place in the organelle called the mitochondria. Remember, it's the powerhouse of the cell, the mighty mitochondria, the term that we learned way back in 5th and 6th grade. So for cellular respiration to take place, to give energy to the cells, we need 2 inputs. It's what comes out in photosynthesis. We need glucose, C6H12O6, and we also need oxygen, O2. So both of these are absorbed in the body through usually eating. Goes into the stomach, it's broken down, sent off to the cells, is absorbed into the mitochondria, where the mitochondria breaks it down, breaks the bonds of the glucose apart, releasing energy in something called ATP. We'll get into that later. But releases the energy, and as a byproduct of the chemical reaction with glucose and oxygen, it releases carbon dioxide and water. So we need 1 molecule of glucose, 6 molecules of oxygen, releasing the energy in the mitochondria, and as a result, the products coming out of the reaction are 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, CO2, and 6 molecules of water, H2O, which are released back into the atmosphere. So as we have talked about in class, this is kind of a perfect system. Exactly what is released from photosynthesis is required for cellular respiration, and what is released from cellular respiration is the same amount that is needed for photosynthesis. So it is a perfect cycle. So that's photosynthesis and cellular respiration in a nutshell.